Good morning. This is Rich Myers, aka Patriot Papa, with Patriot Papa's Music Reviews and Musings. Um, Today, I'm going to review something from Journey's newest release, Freedom, which was released July 8th, I think, of this year. And keep in mind, I've heard all these tracks. I listened to it when it came out, so I'm familiar with them. Um, it's been a while since I've heard this particular song, um, so I'm gonna reacquaint myself with it, and I'll let you know what I think about it. If everyone could just hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to hit for my updates when they come in. It's been a while since I put out a video. Um, but so if you could do that, much appreciated. And
choose to go it all alone. Makes us so much more. I still believe in love. I still believe in real romance. Believe that there's someone for everyone waiting to take a chance. I still believe one can.
What can I say? For me, Journey is a collective. It always has been. Oh, wait a minute. All right. For me, Journey has always been a collective. I believe in the band. I hear every piece, every part of the music and feel it. And that's the way it's always been for me, especially with Journey. Why Journey is and always has been since I uh, since I became a Journey fan when Infinity came out, um, and then especially after Departure, because for me Departure was the perfect mix of pre Perry, the core of Journey that is the foundation, what it was built on from 1973 to 1977, and before Robert Fleshman, and then Steve Perry. And then you mix that with Perry era, and Departure for me is the ultimate Journey experience. That year, and with the Captured album, and if you've ever heard the Dream After Dream soundtrack, that was from a Japanese, I believe a Japanese movie soundtrack. Um, just that entire year, 1980, Greg's final year. That was the pinnacle for me. But I love everything that they've done. This right here is for me. It's clearly you can hear the different, you know, what came before, but for me this is Journey 2022, 2021. Whenever they were recording this, 2020, 2021. Um, this is still the core. You got the core. You got Neil. This song hard. This song, or that, not hard to let it go. It was hard to let it go. Is the bonus track. If I can get it to go back. Still believe in love. What I love Journey for, and it all centers for me. It centers around Neil, and then Jonathan, and and then the lead vocalist, which to most is Steve Perry. Which is for myself, that's true too. But when you think of the lead vocal of Journey, you got Steve Perry is here, and then you got everything that came after. Well, you have Robert Fleshman, if you know about that era. Um, but they never recorded anything that besides it came out on Time 3, and I can't remember the title. It was a song that was going to be on Infinity. And then you got, after Perry, you got Jerry, which I thought he he doesn't have the upper register. He didn't have the upper register that Perry had, but he did very well. He fit in, and it was everything everything that I expected for it to be until the final few years, and his voice, you know, failed. And then Jeff Scott Soto, very, very powerful, forceful, uh I mean, pure rock voice. It would have been something completely hard. I can imagine that Neil would have enjoyed it, but to be a part of that, but um, it wasn't what they envisioned for the long term of staying with that, with the Perry, the vocal structure that Perry gave, that was their most productive and popular era, from 78 to 86, and then 96. Um, and then Arnel Pineda. I mean, at first, he sounded, I mean, to me, very extremely close to Perry with the range, and I mean, he could sing. He can sing anything. And if you went and you looked him up, you look him up on YouTube, and you see those videos with his band in the Philippines, Zoo, I believe. Zoo, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I mean, Journey is got a second life with Arnel Pineda, and as far as that, big, powerful, the voice, and I don't see it. A lot of people think that Arnel is too close to Perry, but in my estimation, Dean is closer to Steve Perry than Arnell is. Um, and he gives all the classic stuff. He pays proper respect to the originals, but it's Arnel Pineda, and to me, this song, "Still Believe in Love," it's them stamping out into the 2020s. Journey post 2020. Yeah, I hear the classic Journey sound, but to me this is Journey 2020. I can go on and on and on and on, but um, the biggest thing that struck out for me in this was Neil. Um, the guitar, so melodic, and I mean, it's like another voice. It's like when Perry, and that was the greatest thing about when Perry came on. When Raleigh was there, it was like a combination Perry, Raleigh, and Sean. But when Greg left, and John took over, um, it was the Perry Sean show. And then I mean, I'm saying as far as the vocal, Neil is like one of the only guys, one of the only guitarists out there, or you could say like maybe Steve Lukather. He's very similar to Neil. I hear a lot in Steve Lukather that I hear in Neil. Um, but it's like a melding, and it's two voices. It's Perry and Sean, and you had Jerry and Sean, and you had because I'm talking the ones that really struck and made it Pineda, Arnell, and Neil, and what can I say? Great stuff, great new stuff, and as long as Neil and John want to do it, or if John decides to bow out, God forbid, it would be. I mean, it's been Neil and John from the time that they came. Even I would say at Trial by Fire. Trial by Fire was very powerful. Steve Perry, Escape, Frontiers era comeback, but the heart and soul of this band, because let's be honest, from probably Frontiers, the point of Frontiers, I think that Perry was done. He was fried. He was out of it. And Raised on Radio, uh, that was Steve Perry with Journey. You know, you heard the Journey sounds in it, but it was a Perry album with Neil and John and their and Randy and Michael Baird and studio musicians. Um, but since they've come back in '96 with Trial by Fire, and then Rival, which was Steve Algeri's preview to the world, um, and then on to Arnell. This has been It's been Neil and John. I just, even if it ended right now, we have all that music, but I would love to hear more, and I'm looking forward to 50 next year. 50 years. 1973, 2023. 50 years. Looking forward to that.